So I'm out here filming for the talking video, but I thought I would kill two birds with one stone and do a little quick English exercise. Would you mind? So we use would you mind as a polite form of request. And when we use would you mind, if we're asking somebody to do something, we use ing on the following verb. Would you mind standing up? Would you mind sitting down? Would you mind walking a bit faster? Would you mind not making that noise? So you can see it's a very polite form, but it's a very common form as well. And it's much more common than saying, don't do this, imperatives, unless you're somebody's mum or somebody's boss. But even if you're a boss, you would tend to use would you mind. Now, we can also use would you mind when we're kind of asking for permission. And we use it with if. And when we use it with if, we use the past tense in the following verb. For example, would you mind if I opened the window? Would you mind if I borrowed your pen? Would you mind if we went a little bit earlier to the airport? What else could we use to ask permission? Well, we might say, may I borrow your pen? Yes, you can. May I open the window? Yes, you may. Now, for me, may is a little bit too formal, but it's not nearly as formal as a way of speaking my friend mentioned the other day when she said, would you be so kind as to open the window? So unless you're at Buckingham Palace, I wouldn't use would you be so kind. It's extremely formal and, although correct grammatically, belongs at either Buckingham Palace or in a Jane Austen novel from the 1930s. 1930s? He must be meaning 1830s. I'll have to double check on Jane Austen's novels and when they were written. Either way, would you be so kind is way too polite for the 21st century, in my opinion. So if you stick to would you mind or may I, can I is also an option. Can I open the window? It really depends on the intonation of the voice as well. So much depends on intonation. So anyway, I hope you get the idea. Would you mind? May I? Can I? Would you be so kind? That's the little lesson for today here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.